one thing that bowlers have to live with. It's like, injuries and bowlers go together like Delhi and bad drivers, right? Yeah, they do. But Simon, you'll tell us about that with quick bowlers and injury. Well, that's a relationship that nobody likes, but you got to live with, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that was my best. That was my best girlfriend for years. Was injuries.
Most loyal.
It was my most loyal.
Showed up very often.
She showed up all the time. Yeah, and sadly, it's going to happen. The thing about injuries, there's certain little injuries and niggles you'll play with, and as a fast bowler, medium pace bowler, you'll very rarely wake up in the morning and something is not sore.
Yeah,
and that's just the case. Is it so sore that you can't play? Or is it just a little bit sore and it'll still be the same tomorrow morning? And that's what you have to talk to yourself about.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to figure out. The problem that we faced, I think, in my time, and the problem a little bit now with maybe the Indian side, the Australian side, is that little niggle. If you give someone else an opportunity, your spot goes. Yeah. And someone else, there's so many good players, and I'm thinking particularly about India, Australia at the moment, not so much England and many of the other sides around the world, but if your spot goes and that guy takes his opportunity, it's very difficult to get back in.
Yeah, true.
And so you don't want guys playing with a little niggle, playing with an injury, but sometimes I understand why they do it. And it's not, it's not easy, it's not nice, but sometimes I can understand why they do it.
We are talking about Bhuvneshwar Kumar, of course, who came back, played in the T20. So there you go. Oh, it's a lot of text, man. I really should have studied in school. But I'll help read it out for you. In 2018, in the IPL, he missed 5 games with back trouble. Didn't play in Ireland. Rested, in the second T20 to manage workload. In England, he was half fit. Then West Indies. In India, he was rested for the Test series and the first 2 ODIs out of 5. In Australia, part of the series later revealed that he wasn't 100% fit. In 2019, the World Cup, he missed 3 after hobbling out against Pakistan. In West Indies, he played the T20s and ODIs, not part of the tests. South Africa, when they came to India, he was out of the 3 tests, ruled out side strain. Bangladesh and India, he missed the 2 T20s and 2 tests. So he's missed a lot more than he's played in the last 18 months.
Yeah, and it's tough for Bhuvi. I mean, as you get older, and I'm not saying he's old and gone, but as you get older, each injury takes a little bit longer and a little bit more to recover from. And that is the tough thing. How do you manage that? How long do you want to be out for? And you don't want to miss out on those big events. You don't want to miss out on the World Cup. You don't want to miss out on the T20 World Cup next year. He doesn't want to miss out on the IPL. So he's got to ask himself the question now. What is my goal? When do I want to be fit for? And if this is my last opportunity, if it's my second to last opportunity, I need to make sure I am 100% ready and raring to go. And that's match fitness. Now, England are going to find this out very, very shortly with James Anderson.
Yeah.
He was unable to get through a first-class match before the test match. They retried him in the Ashes, broke down again. He's got to get through 40, 50, 60 overs in first-class games before he plays that test match. Otherwise, they shouldn't pick him.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You have to get your bowling loads up. You have to bowl overs in the middle, because bowling in the nets is nothing like bowling in the middle.
That is true. Yes, the pressure, the intensity, just all those things. And with India, you see the younger ones as well, like Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya. This is just one of those things, and you have to manage. But Joy, does that take you to a point where a bowler like Bhuvi now has to look at his next few months, like Simon is saying, and go, man, I know this is hard. I want to play every day for my country, but I probably have to choose my formats.
Exactly, and exactly that. And now what happens, and it does happen, I'm aware of that, is that they have a chat with the selector. And they're saying, you know what, I'll probably get ready for this, I'll get ready for this. They'll tell me, we won't play you here, we'll give you a bit of rest here, because they have to be managed. And they'll be told, because, you can't tell a player, don't play the IPL, because he's going to say, look, that's where my money is coming from.
Yeah.
So they'll say that, okay, play the IPL, but we're not going to play you before that. We're not going to play you after that. You take this opportunity off, but get ready for the World Cup. So that chat has to happen. But the only worrying thing about this one was with Bhuvi is that they didn't diagnose his injury apparently.
Yeah.
He had a sports hernia and it wasn't diagnosed. And that, it's not, I mean, a bowler can know that something's wrong with him, but he may not know what is specifically wrong with him. And the fact that he played maybe a match or two without being diagnosed is a bit scary for me.
Yeah, and I can imagine it not being diagnosed like 10 years, maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
But today, with all the facilities and all the talent and skill and insight available to you, if it doesn't get picked, I'm worried.
Yeah, it should be a little bit worrying, I think. The processes that he will have gone through, the physiotherapy, the doctor, it should have been diagnosed.
3 places.
Now, very, very rarely this will happen. Something will get missed and something will get passed. So I look at Bhuvi now and I think, I'm not sure unless it's a pink ball test at Kolkata or maybe a pink ball test elsewhere in the world at Eden Park in Auckland where it swings and it's going to be all right, I'm not sure he's a red ball bowler anymore.